The case involving Judge Hannah Dugan has taken an unexpected turn. The indictment against her in Wisconsin was announced today, but her legal team has already filed a motion to dismiss, arguing that the charges are legally flawed. They claim Judge Dugan is protected by judicial immunity, referencing a case involving former President Donald Trump to support their point. According to them, if there's an immunity question, it must be addressed before any part of the case can proceed. Here's some background. Judge Hannah Dugan, a Milwaukee County Circuit Court judge, faced an indictment related to a case from April 18th. On that day, federal officers attempted to detain a defendant, Flores Ruiz, at her courthouse. However, they only had an administrative arrest warrant, which is not signed by a judge. Dugan, in her role of maintaining order and justice within her courtroom, reportedly sent Ruiz and his lawyer out a side door, avoiding the federal officers waiting to arrest him. On April 25th, Judge Dugan was arrested in her courtroom, taken into custody, and publicly photographed in handcuffs, a move her supporters argue was intended to undermine her credibility. Her defense team claims that this prosecution violates the 10th Amendment, which reserves certain powers to the states, including the management of state courts. They further argue that as a judge, Dugan's actions in controlling her courtroom are protected by absolute judicial immunity. The motion to dismiss argues that judges have long been recognized as immune from prosecution for official acts within their judicial role. It emphasizes that judges cannot be prosecuted for actions taken in the course of their official duties, regardless of the motivations behind those actions. The filing also claims that this case violates fundamental principles of federalism, as it encroaches on the authority reserved for state judicial systems. As this case unfolds, there will likely be more developments, including additional legal briefings and possible evidentiary hearings. The defense's swift response indicates they are prepared for a vigorous challenge, aiming to have the indictment dismissed at the earliest stages. I'll continue to follow this case closely and provide updates as they come.